The biggest mindset tool that I've incorporated through fitness is definitely the positive self-talk. I find that it's just so easy to implement, especially like jujitsu is the same thing, but let's just take CrossFit because most people I imagine that listen to this probably do CrossFit.
Probably.
You're out there and you're hitting a workout, it sucks. The best way to think about it is like coach yourself through a workout the way a coach would coach you. If I'm at John's gym and I'm his coach, I'm like, hey, John, I need you to find your heels, keep your chest nice and tall. Dude, you're doing awesome, man. Just do me a favor, take a nice deep nasal breath. All right, keep crushing it. You got 3 more rounds. Let's go. Whatever. Like, I wouldn't be like, hey, dude, your legs hurt, your stomach feels like it's cramping. You're not gonna finish this workout in whatever minutes, like, you wouldn't say those things, but all of a sudden, when you're in the middle of the workout, those are the things that come through your mind that they tell you. So if you could reframe those negatives into a positive and somehow coach yourself to work out the way you would coach somebody else, dude, I'm telling you, man, those in the gym, if you could really, really solidify those, you'll start seeing them put into action in real life, and it's pretty remarkable.
Scott Panchik used to do that to me all the time. We'd
Ah, man.
I was training at Mentality, and
Yep.
I forget what the workout was, but he's a mean programmer,
Yeah.
and it was a terrible workout and just getting my ass kicked, and I must have looked like death, and I'm sure I complained because I do that occasionally, and he shouts at me, he goes, "Say, I get to do this." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Say it out loud. I get to do this." And I shouted it. He's like, "Do it again." And I shouted it again. And then I got what he was trying to tell me, that I'm not being forced to do this. I get to do this. Like I'm
Yeah.
blessed to do this. And I've incorporated that in so many workouts since then. When you're having the worst time, like you're out on a run, it's always the run, right? Like, I don't know, 800-meter run, you're 600 meters in, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'll quite literally say out loud, I'll get to do this. And I've had people say to me, why are you saying that? And I'll go, say it with me,
Why are you talking to yourself? You're kinda
Yeah.
weird. You're crazy.
You're
Yeah, but
crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
but you're right. It will change your workout immediately, and your mood will lift. You'll feel better about what you're doing. You can push through that next rep, that next round, whatever you need to do. It's a monster change.
Well, now imagine if you could adopt that kind of thinking into things outside of the gym, into the things that get you down
Yeah.
on a daily basis. Like, would you ever look at a friend and be like, yeah, you look a little tubby in that outfit?
Right.
Never. You would never say that to someone you love. You probably wouldn't even say it to a stranger, but we say it to ourselves all the time. All that kind of stuff. Like, ooh, I don't know. You're probably not that good at your job. Ooh, sorry.
It's like but like, and as I'm getting older, I'm maybe I'm getting a little soft. I don't know. I'm not. Like, I train hard. I get after it. I'm crushing workouts, jujitsu, you name it. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing like, for me to show up the best I can as a husband, as a father, as a business owner, I need to be able to utilize skills to help me get there. And fitness is a tool set that I'm using to level me up to go do things with my kids. We have a saying now at NC Fit, and I'm really about it. It's train hard and live free. And when I think about live free, it's like I never want to be inhibited for my fitness because of things I want or need to do. And I want to be able to go do whatever the hell I want and just live free. And the mental side also kicks into gear there with training yourself so you could overcome stuff when it comes to outside the gym. So that's where I'm at on my journey. You'd asked earlier, like how I think you asked earlier, like talk about the past. It's like I started off with just such a clear vision of what success was, right? Winning the CrossFit games. Then as you get older, you go through some stuff, you have some kids, your vision of success and your vision of where you wanna go in your fitness journey changes. And where I'm at right now, it's like, I wanna live free. I wanna be able to go protect my family, I wanna be able to provide for them, and that's where I'm at, and that's how it's evolved?
So, what does that mean as far as like your efforts reflected in your businesses? Like, what are you working on to continue to have them grow and thrive and support you in the lifestyle that you want with your family?
Yeah, I mean, we our business, obviously, COVID in California did us no favors.
Right.
There's been a lot of ebbs and flows. We were really focused for a long time on brick and mortar. We then pivoted to really focused on corporate wellness, which we expanded globally. We then became very focused on digital for gyms who want to utilize our programs that we use at our gyms. And the future and where we're going is to own and operate great gyms, to service gym owners and support them along that journey as well. And then to reach an end user and expand to help them train hard and live free. And we're gonna really, be kind of going after not going after, supporting the dads, supporting people just like me who want a training program that helps them get after it so they can show up as the best husband and father they could be. That's kinda how we've evolved. From a business perspective, we're still owning operating gyms. We're still servicing gym owners, but I wanna do a better job helping that demographic.
So how do you do that?
Well, I mean, one is obviously you get your message out more through different channels. You market better essentially, and you provide a really solid app product, which we already have one now, but we will be in the near future releasing something I'm really proud of. I'm really excited about. And it's really designed to just level people up. That's what I talked to you about the newsletter before. If people want to join the newsletter, that's a good way to stay in touch with some of the stuff we have going on with that particular group.
Ooh, that's exciting. I love the idea of killing the traditional dad bod and just helping people like figure out how to fit fitness into their crazy lives, how to balance fitness with the insanity of being a parent, but also how to like value fitness in that world as well and carve time out and force it to be a priority.
Yeah. I mean, John put it up on the screen. The Never Zero newsletter, it's just a free newsletter that we're gonna be sending out, and the goal is just to create this, like, group of, like, hard chargers who wanna level up, and it could be women, it'll probably be mainly male, but it could be women too, let's go. But the idea is this idea of never zero, and this thing about momentum is really important. When you're traveling, when you're gone, it's very difficult to go from, like, just 0 to back on. But if you just keep some resemblance of momentum, that's really where it's at. So for us, we're gonna have a variety of different training programs. One is gonna be about acting the part, one's gonna be about looking the part, and one's gonna be about never reaching 0. So no matter what's going on, you gotta at least hit this because then you can continue that momentum moving forward.
Oh, that's a really interesting concept, and I love it because once you're off the train, holy moly, it sucks. And you know probably better than anyone because you're always traveling and you're always in situations where fitness is likely not the easiest thing to accomplish. And yet, here you are.
Yeah, I was in a I so the family and I, we celebrated in Europe, Ava getting cancer free, and we were out there for a long time, and, dude, I didn't have any weights, and I need weights, right? I want an external load to and so I just grabbed rocks, and that's an example of trying to get to never zero, because as soon as I just took multiple days off, that becomes your new status quo, right?
Hmm.
Instead, it's like just doing something, even if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, now all of a sudden it's still in motion.
I think it's so great for people to hear that from you, Jason, because I think that sometimes we forget that CrossFit Games athletes, they're just like us. Like you guys seem so, you elite athletes seem so non human. Like you're just, like we're like, we could never work out like that, or we could never recover like that, or I could never accomplish that. And I love when we really have a chance to pick your brains and understand your mindset and everything like that because you guys experience these same exact fears and issues and concerns and lack of momentum that we all do just walking into an affiliate every single day. And it's a great reminder that every single person could benefit from the type of training that we do and that every single person is capable of whatever their goals are, whether it be pick up some rocks and do some fitness today for 15 minutes because I got nothing else around and I need to move, or become a CrossFit Games athlete someday. Like we're all here just like on the same page. Everyone has the same opportunities in front of them.
Yeah, I love that clarity of message too. I think so often people think, well, if I can't go get in 2 hours at the gym, it's a
Right.
waste, So 10 minutes and grabbing rocks, like, I love that. It might be my workout tomorrow. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I'm telling you,
Well,
this place is, like, perfectly suited for it because it had, like, a bunch of rocks, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of Italy. I'm like, "What the hell am I gonna do?" So I just grabbed some rocks, did some thrusters, and it was really hard. And, it was just a good reminder that, like, especially in real life, like, you're not always gonna have a barbell, so go grab some sandbags, go do something different, and that's the mentality is, like, this never zero mentality. It's really something that Gabe Giannis from our team, he really, like, solidified with me. I was like, "Dude, it just really hit home for me because I've just seen so many people who are so active in our gyms. We've had so many members who just come in, they're so active, and they take like a couple of weeks or a month off, and then they're gone. It's very
Mhm.
hard for them to come back in. But
Yeah.
when they take that month off, they just stayed active. It's probably gonna be a lot easier for them to come back in.